Welcome back to Javed Mehdi Tech Classes. In this video, I'll be explaining cloud computing models. We have two types of models, service models and deployment models. Let us see first service models. In service models, we have three types, software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. It is better to understand some analogy first. Suppose this Pizza Hut restaurant is cloud and you are going to consume a pizza. There are three ways to consume the pizza there. One, assume as software as a service. The restaurant will be providing you the pizza and you will be consuming it. Assume pizza as application. This is developed by the cloud computing service providers and you are just consuming it. The cloud computing providers may provide you some platform. We say here as platform as a service. They are providing some platform to bake the pizza. Suppose they are providing you pizza doughs. So you yourself is baking the pizza. You may make mutton pizza or chicken pizza. You may put the cheese or etc. There may be some limitations also. The pizza doughs may not be having of your choice. Third category is infrastructure as a service. Here, pizza restaurant is providing you the complete kitchen. You may make any sort of pizza you like. Why? Because everything is provided to you. Let us see with respect to cloud computing understanding. Firstly, we'll see software as a service. Software as a service is most common type of service provided by cloud computing service providers. And here a single application which is actually developed by cloud computing service providers is provided to the customers. The same application will be used by many users. The best example is Gmail or Microsoft Office. Generally, this software as a service model is of multi-tenant architecture. Let us understand what is this multi-tenant architecture. Tenant means what? When we live in some house on rent, we are called as tenants. Here, the organizations which are getting the services from the service providers are called as tenants. Why? Because they are getting the services on rent. So, tenant means what? Organization served. Here servers are virtually partitioned. Why? Because there are many tenants. One partition will be given to one particular tenant. Each tenant works with a customized virtual application instance. Understand this word, instance. This you have to understand with respect to some example of Java programming. Suppose this is a class. When you create an object, an instance of this class is created. Like this, if you create some other objects, different instances of that particular class will be created. You know that if you have some Java concepts. Otherwise, there is no problem. Now suppose these are all three different companies or three different customers. They like to work on this particular application. Application is same, but this company will be given a different instance of that application and this company will be given a different instance of that application and this company will be given a different instance of that application. They will be provided different virtually partitioned databases or they will be provided virtually partitioned servers. Each application will be working for that particular virtually partitioned database or getting services from that virtually partitioned server. The next model is platform as a service. Here, a platform is provided to you. You can develop your own application. You can host that application in the cloud and you can run that application. This provides you operating systems, programming languages, databases, and web servers, etc. Example of this model is Google App Engine. Using this Google App Engine, you can develop and host scalable web applications. Google App Engine provides many popular programming languages, libraries, frameworks so that you can develop a nice application. This also provides a platform to develop mobile backends. You can develop scalable mobile applications. Best example of this is Back4 app. Next comes infrastructure as a service. Here the customers outsource the complete IT infrastructure, which means the IT companies or clients take the complete IT infrastructure on rent. This provides servers, networking, computing or processing power, storage, virtual machines, databases, and etc. Understand this processing and computing is provided in every model, obviously. Customers can scale up or scale down the infrastructure as per requirements. You will be having full freedom to develop the kind of application you want and the kind of services you want to use, the kind of databases you want to make use of. This table shows a quick reference to you. The software as a service is nothing but where you are having applications available. These are developed by cloud computing service providers and you are just consuming it. The best examples of this are Gmail, Microsoft Office, etc. Next comes platform as a service. Here a platform will be provided to you where you can develop and host and run your application. Examples are Google App Engine and Azure. The last one is infrastructure as a service. The whole IT infrastructure is provided to you and the examples are Amazon Web Services and Google Compute Engine. Remember, this is Google Compute Engine. This one is Google App Engine. Now we have to understand deployment models. This is also having three types: public model, private model and hybrid model. Before we understand this, here also it is better to see some analogy. Public model you assume as public transport system. If you are using public transport system, where you are going, other people will be knowing that one. Other information of yours will be exposed to the general public. Security will be less. Compared to this one, you see the private model. In this category, you will be having your own vehicle. So people will not be knowing what is your destination, who is traveling along with you. You are having a third category also, hybrid model. This will provide you some kind of luxury which you get in your own vehicle, but there will be some restrictions also. Example here is a taxi or Ola cab. This analogy will help you much to understand. Let us see first public cloud model. Here the cloud infrastructure is owned by cloud provider and the cloud is shared among different companies like company A, B and among companies C, D, E. The cloud will be shared among general public also, because of which your information will be less secured. And the example of this type of model is Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure and Sun Cloud, etc. Next comes the private cloud. Here the cloud infrastructure is operated by a single organization. This cloud may exist on premise or in the data center. This will be managed by organization or a third party. This is under our control. Either we can manage or we can give the management work to some third party. This is highly secured. The example of this type is what? Amazon Web Services and VMware, etc. Third type is hybrid cloud. Here this contains properties of both public cloud as well as private cloud. When the companies use hybrid clouds, they use private cloud and public cloud for different purposes. They use private cloud to keep their sensitive information, to keep their confidential information so that it should be secured and safe. They use public cloud when they like to share the information with other vendors or among general public. This table gives you a quick reference for deployment models. Public cloud. Here cloud providers own and operate the services. In private cloud, cloud infrastructure is dedicated to a single organization, whereas in hybrid cloud, this combines both the properties. Second point, public cloud will be maintained by the provider, whereas private cloud is maintained by the organization. Whereas in hybrid cloud, it is maintained by both. Third point, this is less secured as we know that the platform is shared. Private cloud is highly secured. In the case of hybrid cloud, this is more secure than public cloud and less secure than private cloud. Public cloud is less flexible because the user is not having the control. Private cloud, it is more flexible as we have more deployment options. Hybrid cloud, this is more flexible with respect to controlling the cloud environment. Public cloud is less expensive. Private cloud is more expensive, whereas hybrid cloud is most expensive. If you feel this video is useful, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.